The other day I was watching the movie The Titanic, the one by James Cameron with Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. That one, the famous one, right? And I was watching the movie and I was like, okay, typical romance, yada yada. But I was watching and I realized something. I realized that Jack is basically the personification of every single dating guru that you will see on the internet. Okay, and the reason why I say this is because who he is in the movie. You see, Jack doesn't have shit. He's broke. He doesn't have he doesn't have anything. All we know is he's broke. He's going to America on a ticket that he won in a game of poker, right? And not only does he get the girl, he sleeps with her. She falls in love with them, but he does this all in 5 days. And if you pay attention, he does this wearing the same outfit. So he smells like dog shit. In the movie, he never changes his outfit, He just waltzes up and then he eventually gets a girl. She falls in love with them and leaves a richer man for him. It's crazy. It reminds me of... And she just becomes obsessed with him. Obsessed. Like for the rest of her life, she just thinks about getting dicked down by this guy she met on a cruise, right? Not a cruise, but on a boat, right? And it's crazy because that's the real life personification. It's like that 21 Savage lyric where he says in that song, Got a Ball Without You, he says, you can fall in love, have kids, get married. I still be the realest to hit it. That's literally Jack. He's the dating guru personified. And then that's something I realized watching the movie. But the next thing I realized when I was watching the movie is that Rose is a feminist. They're a real modern couple, right? For back then, he's a dating guru, she's a feminist. But no, she's the OG feminist. Because in the movie, she was supposed to get with Cal, who's an older man, more established. He got money. He comes from money, right? The mom wanted to set Rose up with that guy, right? And she's like, no, fuck that, right? I like this. I found a guy I do like, right? That like he's exciting. He's young. We get along, right? She leaves Cal for him, and she's the real feminist because she leaves a rich guy for a broke dude, following true love, right? She starts nude modeling for this guy, and then she just starts fucking in random cars, So that's a feminist to me, right? And then the biggest detail to me is that like I was like, whoa, she's a feminist, is how the guys that dated her ended up, or not that dated her, that were with her, some sort of relationship, how they ended up. This is the telltale sign of a real feminist, guys. Jack ends up dying, and so does Cal. They both die. Every man that has the pleasure of meeting this chick just ends up perishing in a horrible way. She abandons Jack. She leaves him. She literally lets go after saying, "I'll never let go." She lets go. Never keeping her word. It's a real feminist, y'all. And then he just gets... that's it. There's not even a body to find. We just know his ass is frozen somewhere in the Atlantic. And then Cal, after the movie ends, it's revealed that he ends up he blows his brains out because he lost all his money, right? I bet you if he didn't meet Rose, he probably wouldn't have lost all his money. But anyways, so that was like nail in the head for me. And then this is another big detail I realized that I was like, yeah, she's a feminist, is at the very end of the movie. She's like, he's only in my dreams now, like dreaming about a guy she hooked up with years before. She dies, and then it shows the Titanic in its heyday and all its glory, right? And we see all the people that tragically passed on the boat. And she's walking up into that main area with the chandelier, and then you see Jack on top of the staircase, and he's holding out his hand, all romantic like that. And I was watching this, and the only thing I was thinking about when I saw this scene was, where the fuck is Rose's actual husband? Where's the actual guy she did spend her life with? The actual guy that, I assume, whose kids she had, not another stranger, and she was just hanging out with them, right? Where's that dude, the actual husband? Is he in the crowd clapping, like cheering them on? Like, I was like, what? This doesn't make any sense. So that was the nail in the coffin for me. I was like, yeah, Rose is a feminist, and poor Jack, she fucking killed him, and then she's like, oh, I miss him. Typical feminist, right? It causes the problem, like, complains about her own, something that she did. Like, she fucking killed him, and then she's like, oh, I miss him. He's only in my dreams now. Jesus. But, yeah, that's what I did this weekend.